Hello to my wonderful subscribers. I'm so glad you're here. I'm happy to be visiting with you today. I want to give you a heads up. As you may remember, outside the window you may see birds. You might see little tiny squirrels jumping on that feeder there. We're happy to feed them, give them clean water as available. And sometimes there's a ruckus out there because they all want to go there at once. So if you see something, just enjoy, don't be alarmed. It's been a humdinger of a time leading up to this eclipse. Lots of inner questioning, inner healing, doubts, big questions, reassessment, letting go. A lot going on to be in the flow. But stay grounded no matter what. That's the most important to me. I've been asking questions of myself like, am I a shaman? I am a storyteller. I tell stories with paint and with poetry, with words. But a shaman, that's what I wanted to be way back when, in my 20s. And this is for entertainment and spiritual purposes only. But as I sat with that and walked with that, I thought, well, can you be a shaman if the only soul pieces you have retrieved are your own? Because I've been doing that for decades, but I don't know that that makes me a shaman. In my mind, to my limited understanding, a shaman retrieves souls, retrieves parts of souls and returns them to where they belong, or sets them free to source. It's not very glamorous at all. It's often lonely and arduous and inconvenient. So it's nothing fancy schmancy to aspire to. I wanted to be one because in the 80s, I read a bunch of books by Lynn Andrews, and I wanted to be of service. I didn't know all the words for things yet at that time. I just knew I wanted to do good. I wanted to be good and do good. And thus, the self-healing began. I'm always leery of egos, my own and other people's. I can sense a big fat ego a mile away, and I just don't find that attractive. I don't find it attractive in myself, and definitely not in others. Big fat egos who suck all the air out of the room. No thank you. No thank you. I prefer a much quieter path. But I think my biggest obstacle is being stubborn. And sometimes being allergic to listening, so that lesson has to come in like 11 different ways for me to get it. So that's just the truth of it. And I wondered if you all are feeling this way too. If you're finding yourselves questioning your path. So what I do in times like that is I stop, even if I'm in tears at the moment or whatever, I start saying, I believe in love over fear. I am thankful for my home, my family, my loved ones, my dear ones. I am thankful for my health. I am thankful to be safe, to have a beautiful roof over my head and plenty of food to eat and water to drink and other things that I like. I am thankful. And I start putting my energy where I want it to go. And if I don't know what to do, that's what I can do. I can say thank you, put my energy where I want it to go. I think it's real important to say, I don't know when you don't know. And say to Spirit, I don't know yet. Be open to answers to find me, because they will. So I have a little bit of a poem to share today. It's called Be Here Now. Proud to be on the planet when this tide of light turns. Happy to see the circular changes as the lessons are finally learned. Steadfast in grace, we stay grounded, heart open with our promises kept, willing to stand in this faith till it's over, even if we're the last ones left. We of the bird tribes are many, working together, though some sight unseen. I flung all indifference out to sea, so better to say what we mean. Evolve into the gifts we're all born with. Through grace, these gifts are free to all. I find my way through nature. Which pathway answers your call? Wing it, walk it, find what has by birthright always been yours, to accept, celebrate, develop, and grow. You'll find many souls we've known before. Rays of light all have their messages. The deeper the hue you'll perceive. How easily you wear your light depends on what you're brave enough to believe. Duality is seen as two-sided, but there's a third invisible force. Either learn from within or without. Within is the wiser choice. Steadfast in the light we are serving, inner suns glowing upon each of our rays, we of the bird tribes are gathering as a soul group in so many ways. Now this is where I'm going to ask you to do a little exercise. Close your eyes. I've sprayed rose water and burned sage and sweetgrass. This is a safe place. I want you to feel these questions. Feel if your body responds in some way. If it doesn't, that's okay. Do you dream the way forward? Do you grow it? Feel it in your garden? Do you taste in healing words? Do you hear in healing words? Set off some ripples by sharing it. Do you feel situations before stepping into them? That's your moment of choice. Does your aura ding and warn you when you're out doing chores and errands? That's your team checking in with you. Does your instinct guide you to the right people? Do you follow it? Does your softest intuitions lead you to perform kindness for strangers, sight unseen? Do you build mental lattices that bridge the worlds? Does deductive reasoning lightening your problem-solving skills? Does your body resonate with land when you're on vacation, like you're returning home? Does this immerse you in visions of four memories clear as day? Do you journey to realms knowing you know more than you currently remember? Do you believe there is a vast, far-reaching world of worlds we all belong to, in one way or another? Do you almost remember all of it? Do you feel your soul body? Where is it? Could it be a spiral behind your heart that breathes and moves with you? Do you feel your sun body? That would be your male self. Do you feel your moon body? Softer. Your dream body? Your mental body? Fast as Mercury, that one. How about your science body? The one that's nerves and impulses. Do you feel your sport body? Because that body understands teamwork. Do you feel your angel body? Your guide body? Because I believe that our guides and angels are our best friends. And it just so happens that this time I'm the one in a body. Maybe next time my guide, Darcy, will be in a body and I'll be outside, hovering about, going, listen, try to listen. Hey, who knows? Who knows? So feel that. That is a part of who you are. We're about to feel our planetary body. We are part of this story. It's why we're here. We have an ascended body. We have a universal body. We have a galactic body. All that is mirrored in this world. But first it is inside us. As we integrate our divine light, we taste more, we remember more, we know more, we see more, we hear more, we are more. Now what? Find your joy. Share your dreams. Express them. Gather together however you can. You know, when I heard about a fancy Sedona gathering that Debbie and Kevin and a bunch of them are having in October, I was like, wow, that sounds super exciting. And I know it's tempting to think, well, I'm not as cool as them because I can't afford to go to that. And there's another part of me that's like, well, you know what? I don't need to go there. And it would be fun. I would love to see everybody. But I don't need to attend that to grow. I don't need to pay $1,000 to anybody to claim who I am and to claim my gifts. I could share them, however clumsily, hopefully not too clumsily. I can applaud the people who can go and go, yay, and genuinely, truly mean it, and go, that is fantastic. I wish you every big fun you can have there. I don't really like traveling very much. I'm in my 60s now. I'm a homebody. I'm introverted. It's a big deal for me to be doing this channel. This is pretty bold for me, sharing my poems and being vulnerable and sharing my paintings and my thoughts. That's a big deal for me. So we can share our excitement and our joy, but please, please, please just be yourself. You know, let me give you an example of what I mean, because there's really no competition. There really, really isn't. We're all needed, every single one of us. The example I was thinking of this morning on my walk was, I love taking nature pictures. I love it. I hope that if someone will see all my pictures and want to publish them, because I think they're beautiful. They really show off the Pacific Northwest. But I take pictures wherever I go. Always love it. But here's the thing. Here's the example part. If I send that to one of my dear friends, Kelly, at Callie Healer, she's a really, really, really good sky reader. She's amazing. And she's a cord cutter and a reader, and she's fantastic. And she's adorable. But back to the example. If I send her pictures, she will see the angels in that picture, in that photo. She will see them, plain as day. If I send that same picture to Diana at oil painter Diana Bowles, who does astrology, and she's completely brilliant at it. She makes it come alive in a way that's really understandable and usable and practical and fun. And she's brilliant and a very, very gifted artist. She illustrates children's books. She's amazing. If I send her that same photo, she will most likely see dragons and archetypes, because that's her wheelhouse. Now, I will look at that same photo and I will see eagles. I will see feathers. I might see ancestor faces. So none of us are wrong. This is what Great Spirit and Mother Ascending looks like through my eyes. This is what it looks like on me. Just as valid and sacred and wonderfully weird as my dear friends Terry at Holding Your Space, JJ at Tuta Speaks, Richie at Richie's Reach. All these wonderful people, we're all a lens of what that looks like. So share yours. Share what you're seeing. I love your comments. I love how uplifting this community is. I appreciate it very, very much. So those are my thoughts for today, and I look forward to hearing what this means to you and how it's going for you. So thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to light some sweetgrass. Just say thanks. And the energy we share here is shared in the community as a blessing. Blessing for everyone. Did you see birds while we were talking? I forgot to look. I see one now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love to all. Bye for now.